Remember when Billy D. Williams showed up on the Jeffersons? When Lena Horne showed up on Sanford and Son? And when Sammy Davis Jr. showed up on All in the Family? Man, that was TV.
I don't hear nobody out there.
Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tip your favorite narrator via Cash App at $NAROB on YouTube. And if you are not already a part of this book club, please hit the Patreon link below in the description bar and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Finally, I just want to say, in a time where social media is oversaturated with potential content creators and the veteran content creators, I am very lucky to be able to continue to get a check. It might not be the biggest check, but I can say wholeheartedly that you all who are paying members, the ones that like and share, those of you who have been with me from the very beginning, you all make it possible for me to continue to make a check here on the YouTube. Y'all know at my age, it's very hard for us to garner views and get some kind of revenue. Okay? It's hard for us because YouTube is for the young. But I'm still here. I may be black. I may be ugly. I may even be poor. But I'm still here. Now, let's continue reading Eve's Who's That Girl? La 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 la. Eve's that girl. La 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 la. The album still hit the top 10 of the Billboard 200. Critics liked how I'd experimented, and even without the label involved. I hoped they saw that. The happiness I eventually began to feel while making Evolution was short-lived, though. Little did I know that it would be the very last album I would release on Interscope and with the Rough Riders. In the moment, though, I was just happy I'd finished it. I was officially ready to take a break. But instead, Hollywood came calling. I had no real interest in acting when the idea was first brought to me as an adult. She spoke about how in elementary school she was involved in plays. I don't know what that's about, where in elementary school it's like you're obligated to participate in some kind of Black history play. And of course, this one that she speaks of was relative to Martin Luther King. Okay, that's Lulu snoring, y'all. Forgive me. Why is that? Like, is that a trick-a-boo-boo way of teaching children about their Black history? I don't know, but it just seems like it's always some kind of Black history play waiting with MLK, Rosa Parks, I don't know, Jane Pittman. Now in her adult life, the opportunity to work in acting has been presented to her, okay? I didn't imagine myself being in Hollywood leading that kind of life. I was a rapper. I wanted to rap. If I did move on to something else, it would be singing, a clothing line, and other stuff. Mainly, I just wanted to make music, at least at that point. When I was going into creating Evolution, another rapper called me one day to ask me to fill in for a role he was turning down, ironically, in a movie that he was producing. I got the part and turned it down, he told me. I mean, of course he got the part. It was his own film, but he wanted me for it instead. I think you'd be really good for it, he told me. To which I was like, yeah, but nah, I've got to finish this album. He was one of the first people to see a vision for my acting. But in my mind, I didn't think you could be a rapper and an actor. Bullshit the baker, that DMX got the chokehold. Had the chokehold on rapping / actor. Okay, you ain't see the belly? Okay, but anyway, pause in the draw. Listen, I don't know how these directors convinced us that DMX was sexy, because he always looked like a functioning crackhead to me. I don't mean no disrespect to you, to Sure, and all the other baby mothers or girlfriends who laid down with him. Even that bitch in PG County that gooped his ass into having a baby with him. Something ain't right with her. Even though he looked like he would give a great time to you, I'm not sleeping with no damn DMX. There might be a chance that the condom would break and I would end up with one of his babies. He having trouble paying the child support that he paying with all the first 9 kids. And you gonna turn around and you gonna have sex with him? Girl, you crazy. And then you get pregnant? Girl, where is the plan B at, girl? You stupid girl. Anyway, I don't know you, because when I go home, I don't want a problem from you or the fam. DMX had a chokehold on the rapper / actor thing. Please lay down. What is wrong with you? Now she's talking about this role that she had with the movie XXX or XXX. Okay, and it's supposed to be PG-13, but the movie's called XXX. How is that? Anyway, y'all remember it. It's the movie with Vin. It's not the movie that Vin Diesel did with Corinne Stephens. I think that movie was called Man Apart. But this one is the XXX, y'all. Corinne Stephens talked about what happened between her and Vin Diesel on the set. I mean, if you see the trailer rocking, don't come a knocking, because Corinne Stephens is in there. But she didn't know who Corinne Stephens was. I mean, not Corinne, girl. Who Vin Diesel was. She absolutely knew who Samuel Jackson was, and she wanted to meet him. But she pissed Samuel Jackson off because the girl in there, and she kept ad-libbing her lines. He frustrated with her. Bitch, learn your lines. And then she kept cussing when she was ad-libbing. It's a PG-13 movie, girl. You can't be around here cussing. How's it PG-13 when the name of the movie is XXX? Originally, the role was meant for another rapper, but he got sick and it ended up in my hands. So it was by accident. The thing about it, though, was at the time, rappers were just being asked to show up in shiz. TV shows, movies, whatever. Rappers had cameos like everywhere. I naturally just started getting calls from Hollywood, which was perfect timing. I was planning my next move anyway. Oh, y'all. Remember when we had family shows where celebrities would show up on set and you'd be like, oh my God, it's the Bobby Brown. Like, I remember watching a 227 episode and Gladys Knight was on there. Remember when the Family Matters episode had the new edition there? It was nice. And then also with Darius McCrary. God bless Darius McCrary, y'all. But remember when he was there with Tracy Spencer and they was singing Tender Kisses to each other? Oh man, that was a beautiful song. Tender Kisses. Remember when Billy D. Williams showed up on the Jeffersons? When Lena Horne showed up on Sanford and Son? And when Sammy Davis Jr. showed up on All in the Family? Man, that was TV, man. I don't know what this shit is now. This is terrible. Bill Cosby, the Cosby Show had Stevie Wonder on the show. I mean, it was a thing to have celebrities come on the show for special appearances. I don't even know if they do that anymore, y'all. It's like, why pay them to come on here? We gonna get the views anyway. Or do they? I don't know. Then the script for Barbershop happened. When I auditioned for Barbershop, it was the first time I'd read a script and really understood it. She's saying that because this particular role matched her energy. Once I got inside for the audition, they had me do my lines with a few other cast members, but part of it was all of us just improvising. It felt like the cipher again, and suddenly I was back in my element. I really believe that's how I landed the role. No, girl, I think you was gonna get that role anyway. So I took it. That switch in my understanding of acting was thanks to my coach, but also just seeing the character for who she was and investing in her. She said that in her previous acting experiences, it was hard for her to attach to the role, to connect with the role. That's why you see some of these actors, they be turning into the character. Like, who was that who said that it was some movie where people be like they were in a very dark place after they got finished doing the role? I want to say Will Smithy was one of them. People be like when they are playing certain roles, they're in a very dark place. And it takes them a minute to recover because they become the character. Eve wasn't good at that. She wasn't good at being nothing but who she actually is. And the Barbershop character allowed her to be her. So I took it. That switch in my understanding of acting was thanks to my coach, but also just seeing the character for who she was and investing in her. I loved playing the role of Terry Jones. I related to her. I knew her. She could have been one of my friends. Little did I know that I would even get to grow with her for years. For that initial role, though, they made us take barbershop lessons so that we could appear more believable. They wanted us to learn how to hold the scissors correctly and use the clippers and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't typically let anyone trust me with a pair of scissors to cut their hair, but I guess I kind of loosely learned how. My homeboy was brave enough to come to the barber school and let me cut his hair for the demonstration. It was just a quick shape up though. Outside of that, I still can't cut hair. I'm glad you admitted that. With Barbershop though, something did click for me and I started taking acting more seriously. I had a trailer and the full movie set experience, which was new and so exciting. I think deep down I knew that my goal was never going to just be hip hop. When the idea of moving to television came, I told Troy if I didn't absolutely love the role and if I didn't relate to the character, then I wasn't going to do it. The very next script that came was for a sitcom called Something Like the Opposite Sex, and it was on UPN. I was going to have the starring role as a character named Shelley Williams, who was a fashion designer on the dating scene. I loved this character and was down to do it because I could literally see myself as Shelley. I could play her. She just made sense to me. So before I knew it, I had my own sitcom. Eventually, though, by the time the show was announced, everyone just started calling it The Eve Show, which led corporate to be like, okay, well, let's just call it Eve, since as the star, I was the draw anyway. It was a great opportunity for me. Well, when I wasn't screwing it all up.
Hollywood, lovely white light, baby carry. No other stars at all, the sense of but it is in Hollywood.